Hey everybody, I've got a little item that came in that I want to put on my pool, and I figured I'd share it with you. What I've got here is a check valve, and this is something that I'm going to install because I've had a couple of weird things happen with my new pool heater. So this is a check valve. And the way these work is there's a certain way that the flow goes, okay? Normally they're marked on the valve, but I do not see this one marked at all right? So I'm a little, I know which way it would go just by the way the valve is. And the way it works, okay, it's a slip connection, which means it's a glued fitting, all right? And if water is coming in this way, it's sealed because you can see the little flapper at the top here, okay? So if water's trying to come this way, it can't. So you have to put this in the direction of the flow of water. So if water's coming in this way, then that will open up, all right? And that requires 5 psi, or 5 pounds per square inch, to actually open that up. And it will actually open all the way. Now let me see if I can get my hand in here to demonstrate. It'll actually open all the way, so it's fully open, okay? That's how it works. And when it wants to go back, okay, when the water shuts off, that will then close, and it will prevent water going back through here. Now, for example, I have a pool heater that has a sensitive flow switch on it. So when my pool pump is off, and the water can adjust itself. You know, the water will rise and lower a little bit. It hits the flow switch. The flow switch thinks that there's actually activity, and it turns itself on. So with this in place, right, once we're running, and this will be the way it goes, coming out of the heater, it'll open that flapper valve, and when the pool pump is off, that will shut, and no water can go back into the system, or the water cannot adjust itself because there's a stop. It's like a stop gate right here, and that will stop the flow switch from being disturbed, so the heater will not be able to come on randomly. If it does, this is a product that was well spent to get me to the point where we can actually see if there's actually a problem with the heater or not. So that's a check valve. And it's a one-way check valve, or maybe some people call it a two-way check valve, but I would call it a one-way check valve. It's a glued fitting, and basically I think what they recommend is that you take all these screws out and pop this off, take that mechanism off before you actually go ahead and install it, because you do not want to get any glue in here, because it'll totally screw up the works. And it looks like there's probably a 1-inch lip on here. So what you would do to install this is you would take a measurement from here to here, okay, and then deduct 2 inches, inch and an inch. All right. So if this was 6 inches, then you would deduct 1 inch and an inch. So your opening, the opening that you cut in the pipe would be a 4-inch opening. If this was 8 inches, and you deduct 1 inch and an inch, then the pipe would then be a 6-inch opening in the pipe. But anyway, that's the check valve. Thank you for watching the video unboxing. I will be doing an install on this, which will have a separate video, but I'd like you to stay tuned and you know, see the progress, and I'll update you as things go on. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great summer.